Welcome to Dark Dave's shop. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful day. We're going out on the tri-glide, hopefully avoiding the rain. If not, we get wet. Now, as normal, I got my loving wife on the back with me. As soon as I can figure out a good place to put the other camera so it can show us, I'll have the angle where it's showing us as well. But until then, we're just taking a little bit of a ride. Waving at some of the neighbors. Always watching out for traffic. No matter how fast you think you are or how good you're a driver, they ain't paying attention. So you got to pay attention for both. Speed bumps are always such fun around here. Now I know a lot of people use this as a way to talk, and that's what I do. I talk a lot. Talk to myself, talk to others. Could be because I spent so many years in education and training. I'm used to having to talk to a lot of people. So I just do it and assume everybody's here and everybody's listening. Now we're not going real far right now, and I've noticed that the majority of people who watch these don't watch a long time. It's funny, I watch, the majority of the ones I watch the whole thing. Could be because I like motorcycling and gets me away from where I'm at. And in COVID, you're not really supposed to go far, so we don't go far. But it's a good release to get out and get on your motorcycle. If you don't got one, go get one. If you don't have a license, they're still teaching the courses. That was something I was thinking about the other day, where I allegedly got to learning to ride. Way back when Dark Dave was just a youngin'. He was out with a bunch of friends who all had, their 10 and 18 speeds, and we're all sitting around talking about motorcycles and how when we get a little older we're gonna get them. We decided, well, let's talk to one of our older friends who has one and see if he'll teach us. He gave us the basics of it, and between us we sat there and said, well, that doesn't seem too hard. Anytime, if you can, help a brother out. His gas cap was just hanging there, and I'm like, if that gets bumped wrong, that's gone. Man. I happen to have the right angle. I'm gonna help him out. Startled him a little bit, but I think I saved his day. Oh, if nothing else, if the video is good, I'll be happy. I'd like the audio to be good on that too, but the video would be great. Oh man, that was funny. Except for what? I can beep that out. Woo. All right, I don't talk a lot on the highway because I don't know how well it's going to be picked up with this. I'm trying to do this with a different type of mic setup than I normally use with my full face. I'm actually using my iPhone mic for my old iPhone because the new one doesn't hook up like this one does. So we'll see how well or how poorly it does. Hopefully it's pretty good. But let's see, I was talking about how I learned how to drive a motorcycle. So we got, you know, hold of a motorcycle, aka someone in the shop had one. And I was in auto shop at the time. That was back in high school. Anybody who knows me knows that was a long time ago. And we started it up and we drove around the parking lot real slow to figure out how to change gears and everything. Installed it a lot of times. Got to where we could ride it around. We're like, all right, we're good. In Nebraska, all you had to do is have a car license and boom, you got a motorcycle, you got a motorcycle license. And gratefully, that's not like that anymore. But, you know, I went ahead and between a bunch of us, we got a motorcycle and we kept it at a friend's house because most of our parents were against it. I lived with my grandparents, but didn't want to risk it. So none of us really owned it alone, all of us did, but we had a good time on it. And when I was in the Army, I bought my first new motorcycle. An old 883 Sportster. I bought it in Korea from New Car Sales. If you're in the military, you know what that is. It's military New Car Sales now. Only if you're overseas and active duty, you can buy one. If you're going to be over long enough, I think reserves can do it too. I know civilians can at certain rules, and pick it up in the States. I picked mine up in Kearney, Nebraska. Got up to Colorado Springs, had a good time on it up there. And due to circumstances beyond my control, aka I was young and dumb, it died. I've had other bikes through the years beyond that, but we're coming back to the States in '06, and I was talking about buying another new bike, and my wife's like, well, when's the last time you took a course? I go, I don't know, I never took a course, I just learned how to drive. And she talked me into taking one. I think it was a good idea. Taught me a lot of stuff that I'd forgot, and a lot of stuff that were bad habits. Heck, I still got some bad habits. I still take the course every about 3 to 5 years. It's pretty good to take. If nothing else, take the one on base that's just a refresher. Most colleges in the areas will have them. I know Harley has them. Harley's the easiest because they got their own bikes that they'll teach you on. But it's all about learning to ride and learning the rules and making sure that you're doing stuff right. Well, the biggest thing is helping a brother out, doing what you need. Just make it so it works. This road dies up here in a little bit, but it's a pretty fun little road. It's semi-highway. I say semi because, well, it's one of those that goes to nowhere. There's a little island down here. It's called Gibson Island. Every time I hear about it, I think of my cousins. I think of their mom and dad, my aunt and uncle, my dad's sister, and the guy who made sure that her kids were raised right. Not saying she didn't, she did a hell of a job herself. Yeah, good farming people. They made the world a good place. It's sad they're gone, but at a certain point, we're all going to be gone. And oh wow, they fixed that. The road had been messed up last time I came down here. All right, let's see if we're going to make this light. A lot of people in the lineup. This short line to the turn. Well, we're still going, so hopefully we make it. Still green, I'm going. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. We will talk to you later.